gonna give you 5 steps how to start your weight loss journey in 2024. You are not new to this weight loss game. You have been doing it for quite some time. For the last 10 years, every year you've been starting anew. You know what? I'm getting started again. This is the year I lose those 30 pounds. This is the year I lose those 50 pounds. This is the year I finally prioritize my health, right? You said it. Let's not pretend. I've said it, right? But here's the thing. Every year, it just feels like something gets in the way. Or it feels like there's so much freaking information out there that you just don't know where to start. And you're tired of going so hard and taking these crazy risks, trying this pill or this surgery or, this fad diet. And you're just like, you know what? I just want something that I can do, doesn't feel hard, and that is sustainable. So that's what this video is about. I'm gonna share with you how to start your weight loss journey in 2024 and how to do it and feel good so it can fit into your lifestyle, so you can sustain it throughout this year versus starting for like 10 days and then just being like, forget it, right? I'm gonna give you 5 steps. It's a 5-step plan and it's super easy, all right? So let's get started. But first, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Ileka Falette. I'm a mom of 4. About 8 years ago, I lost 120 pounds. I did it in about a year's time, and I kept that weight off over the past 8 years. Here's the thing though, right? I did it through exercise, changing my eating and mindset, and I started with the tips I'm gonna share with you today. I also, after that, became a weight loss coach. I helped thousands of women achieve their ideal body goals, right? Achieve their ideal wellness and weight loss goals to feel better again, have more energy, and be able to hang out with their kids, grandkids, or even go on those ladies trips they've been wanting to do. But over the past year and a half, I decided I didn't want to do that consistently anymore. So I don't do that anymore, right? What I do is I share consistently here on YouTube. I want to give you guys the value that you need so you can go out there and achieve your health goals, right? So let's get it started now. Step number 1. Number 1, you know this, you have to know this, you already know it, right? Set your goal. Create a goal that is achievable and that you feel like you can do. But here's the thing, you're going to set a goal differently than you've seen it before. You're going to set a goal where you've got your long-term goal. A year from now, here is what I want my life to look like. I want to be down 50 pounds. I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I want to feel comfortable and sustainable with my eating, with my exercise. I want to have routine. Like, you know exactly what that goal is. Write that down. Here's where you start doing something differently though. I want you to take that goal and then break it down into milestones. So this is a year-long goal. Let me break that down into 3-month milestones. And then let me set, from those 3-month milestones, let me set a 1 month. Over this next month, here's what I'm gonna do. And here's the thing, over this next month, I'm gonna give you that plan right now on what to do, what that goal can be, right? So step number 1, set that goal and commit to it. Write it down, look at it every day. Decide, this is my goal and this is what I'm gonna do. So over the next month, I'm gonna create this, right? I'm going to commit to this plan. I'm going to stick to it. I know what my why is. I want to be healthy because these are all the things you wanna write down in this goal. So write it down. That is step number 1, and be looking at it consistently. When you do that, you'll be surprised the changes that get made, right? So that's step 1, right? Simple, easy step, not so hard. Step number 2 is looking at how you eat. Because remember, we get to do this in a way that's sustainable, right? A way that is natural. How many times have you tried to start something and you felt like this is too darn restrictive? I'm gonna go from eating Burger King every day to being a vegan tomorrow. That's just crazy. So you wanna do something that feels sustainable for you and your lifestyle. So here's how you start that. First thing you wanna do from a nutrition standpoint is literally just start looking at what you're eating and documenting it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know, don't shoot me, right? It's like, oh, I hate using those apps. I hate writing down what I'm eating. You don't have to write it down. Take a picture before everything you eat every day, throughout the day. Take a picture of what you're eating. So woke up, I had breakfast, picture of my breakfast, picture of my lunch. Oh, I decided to have some candy, picture of that candy. Oh, I went to Cold Stone, picture of that Cold Stone. Take a picture. Then at the end of the day, look at everything that you ate and does it align with these goals that you set in number 1. So that's the first thing you get to do with your nutrition. You get to see what you're actually doing. So many times we start and just go, but we haven't looked at where we are. So look at where you are. And then once you see where you are, then you can start removing some things, right? You can start shifting some things. You can decide, and here's where I would say you commit, not gonna eat sugar. So what does that mean? What that means is you don't have to go no carbs and all those those other things. Just start small. I'm not gonna eat sugar. So instead of putting sugar in my coffee every morning, I'm gonna move and start putting stevia in there. Instead of having orange juice or soda, because we know how much sugar and corn syrup and crap is in that, I'm gonna have water. Or I'm gonna drink my coffee black. These types of things. I'm going to have Zevia, which is like, it's like a soda. That's what I drink, I gotta say. It's soda, but it's made with stevia instead of sugar. Like, you get to change and shift. So this is step number 2. Like, after you've looked at what you're eating, remove the sugar and then try and remove the white stuff. So the white bread, sugars obviously, white rice, just the things that don't have nutritional value, because if it doesn't have any color, it usually doesn't have any nutritional value. So get rid of it. Bring some color into your plate. That is nutrition. Just those simple things. Start doing those simple things, really looking at what you're eating, removing the sugar and adding some color, and you'll start seeing a difference. So that is number 2, nutrition. Step 3, right? This is easy, simple steps, right? I hope you got your pen and you're writing this stuff down. Step number 3, water. I know everybody's like, drink your water, drink your water. But here's the thing, drink your freaking water, all right? Water is super important. Do you know how many people, especially Americans, are actually dehydrated and don't even realize it? Like, we walk around every day dehydrated, not even understanding that we are. But if we're drinking our water, water helps in so many ways. Number 1, it helps with flushing things through helping things flush through our body. Toxins, foods that we ate. It just allows our body to do what it needs to do. It allows our body to process things the way it's supposed to. We're supposed to be hydrated. If you ever notice that you've got like Charlie horses or you get some strains and things like that, water actually helps. Obviously having electrolytes help, but water as well really help with that, right? So there's so many folks who are doing things like no salt, right? They've been told they've got high blood pressure, so they aren't eating salt. Well, guess what? When you don't eat salt, your water flushes through you so much quicker, and so you need more water. You're now become more likely to be dehydrated. So water becomes super important. Plus, many times we think we're hungry, but we're actually thirsty. And our bodies don't know the difference. So guess what water does? It helps us to see, it helps us to listen to our bodies better. So how do you get that water? I just told you why water is important, right? So how do you increase the water? We can talk all day about how important water is, but now we got to talk about how we increase it. I'm going to give you a simple thing to do. Now, here's what you do. You decide to add 10 additional ounces of water to your day each day until you hit that desirable amount. For me, the desirable amount is either half my body weight or at least a gallon of water a day. That's me. That's just, I've got to drink that. It feels good. That's how I stay hydrated. Whatever that looks like for you, right? But here's the thing. Here's how you add the 10 ounces. As soon as you wake up in the morning, drink 10 ounces of water. Literally, you could have the water next to your bed. You wake up, drink that 10 ounces, keep it moving. Starting your day with 10 ounces of water, it's gonna get the body moving. It actually starts to spark things in your body. You feel better, right? Because you're already flushing early in the morning. So drink that 10 ounces of water. As soon as you wake up, you're already getting 10 more ounces in than you would have gotten. And then find it other times. Maybe set an alarm on your phone or on your watch to tell you every hour and a half or every 2 hours, drink another 10 ounces of water. Before you know it, you're drinking 90, 100 ounces of water to 128 ounces of water, which is right there at that gallon. So increase your water intake. That's step number 3. All right, cool. Okay. All right. Step number 4, y'all know I was going to do it. Step number 4 is move. You got to move, okay? So I know there's so many people who are like, you know what? You can lose weight without exercise, but do you want to? Come on now. You lose weight without exercise and you don't look how you want it to look, all right? Let's not pretend, okay? We want to be healthy, but we also have some vanity. We want to look good too. And when you exercise, it's gonna allow you to look better. You get to sustain some of that muscle, which allows you to sustain some of those curves. But on top of that, now I'm gonna go into the health part of it. When you exercise, especially when you're doing some sort of resistance training, that means either lifting weights or it means body weight exercises, so push-ups, it might mean squats, it might mean, different things like that, right? So when you're doing resistance exercises, what it does is, remember, I am a personal trainer, guys. I am a certified personal trainer, even though I don't talk about it much. But this is something that we learned, this is something I've used in my clients. But what it does, it helps to strengthen your bones and your muscles. So I'm gonna give you an example. In 2006, I was walking down the street in New York City. I was around close to 300 pounds. So I'm walking across the street in New York City. We all know New York City's ground is awful, right? So I walk into some sort of like pothole or something, boom, fall down on my knee, and I am hurting, right? I'm able to get back up so I can still walk, but now I have like a strain in my groin and I'm walking with a limp for the next month. Completely in pain. I'm stretching, I'm doing all the things, but I'm in so much pain. I wasn't working out back then, right? At all. Like I was like literally just, I was trying to lose weight because I was getting married, but I was doing these like fad diets to try and lose weight. And the most working out I was doing was like on the bike. And I wasn't putting a lot of resistance on there. So on the bike wasn't doing a whole bunch for me anyway. So anyways, so it was just all cardio, right? It wasn't strengthening my bones. Cut to 2020, right? Right before COVID. So it was literally the day before. And I was walking to the gym and trying to do too much. I was late for a workout class that I was doing. And so I get out of my car, I'm on the phone with my husband, trying to grab my gym bag and my phone. I don't know what else. So I was grabbing probably my gym bag and my water, right? So I'm getting out the car and I close the door and I got the phone and I'm trying to grab everything and hold everything and walk and boom, fall again, right? Now I don't fall often. These were the 2 times that I've fallen. So anyways, I fall, boom, my ankle twists to the side, fall, and then right on my knee, right? I get back up and I'm walking. I'm like, babe, I'm still on the phone. My phone is slid, but I went and picked back up and I was like, babe, I just fell. And he's like, oh man, are you okay? I'm like, actually, I'm fine. This is weird. And what it was is I had been doing resistance training consistently at that point for about 5 years at that point, consistently. And so I had strengthened my bones and my muscles to the point where that fall didn't affect me at all. And that's the thing. That's why movement becomes so important. So now I've told you why movement's important. Let's talk about ways to get it in easily. Here's what you get to do. So right now, you could start by just getting up and walking around the block, right? Everybody says that, you know that. Get up and walk around the block. You can do that, right? Or walk up and down your stairs, whatever that looks like. But here's the thing, walking around the block, it'll do something. At least it'll just get you going, right? As you get used to that, maybe after about a week, because it don't take long to get used to walking around the block, start looking for some hills that you can start walking up and down, right? Because when you walk up and down a hill, you got some, I like to say terrain, it's not terrain, but you've got some movement. It's gonna incorporate some of that resistance because you're walking up a hill. You're using your hamstrings, your quads, you're actually using more of your muscle. It's giving you a little more something. It's actually even working your hips more and all types of stuff, right? So it's strengthening your body more. Now that you've been doing those hills for a week or so, right? Let's start to add in some resistance. So maybe get some hand weights, like 5-pound hand weights, and just do your walk with those 5 pounds. If 5 pounds is too much, you start with 2 pounds, like it's fine, you know? But start using some of those resistance. If you have issues with your hands, maybe you have issues with your wrists, so hand weights are too much, get a vest. Get one of those weighted vests and start using it. Now you're adding even more resistance to your movement. Because remember, resistance is the way to strengthen your body, especially for women over 40, actually over 35. If you're like, okay, I want to do more than walking, or I'm at the point where I need to do more than walking, like walking isn't enough for me, then you can do a workout video. There's a million of them on YouTube, or you could do like Beachbody or Peloton, or, you know, like everybody has a new workout program now. Do one of those. And if you need one, I even have some that I can send you. Like, get in there, just start doing the resistance, right? Or I can connect you with some people that can send you some workouts, okay? So let's get that started, all right? Now, step 5, get help and accountability. Because we've all been there. You told me at the beginning, you didn't tell me, but I heard it. You told me you started this journey multiple times and never really saw it through. Well, the reason why most people don't see through their journey is because they're trying to do it alone, so they don't see the progress, right? And they're like, why isn't this working? It's not working because you're trying to do it alone. Get help. And I've shown you ways to get help. Help could be in the form of coming back, subscribing to this channel, getting the notifications, and continuing to watch, right? Watch every week because we're posting every week. Also, I've got experts coming in sharing tips, getting with those experts, watching the videos. You can also go to ilekafalette.com and you can subscribe to my newsletter, right? Every week I'm sharing tips on how to really shift your health, right? How to prioritize your health, or what tips you can do, steps you can take, right? And then I also will send you deals and discounts for experts that I know, or that I'm associated with, or that I trust and that I work with. I'll send you things that they're doing, whether they're hosting a challenge, or they've got a book, or a new workout video, or a program, or whatever it is. I'll let you guys know about that. I'll keep you in the know so that you're not doing this alone, okay? Because doing it alone is a recipe for failure. I didn't do it alone when I lost 120 pounds. Neither has any of the women that I worked, the thousands of women that I worked with in the past. They obviously had help. And then, honestly, your favorite influencer that you were watching, they didn't do it alone. they either had a coach, or they were watching, a YouTube video every week, or they were in some sort of program, or they had accountability partners, people who were serious about it with them. Because we all started with some friends, accountability partners. I even started this YouTube channel with friends, and they didn't stick around. They weren't as committed. So it sometimes can be tough to find friends who are as committed as you are in that moment, or who are going to push you when you start to back down, right? Getting help is super important. So I would say, first step, go to ilekafalette.com, right? We'll put the link here. It's also in the description of the video. Go there and sign up for the newsletter. At least you're gonna be getting tips when you're feeling like, I don't wanna do this. You'll see tips on how to do it, right? You'll see tips to motivate you, to keep you going. I'll even send you like specific videos of me on this journey, of specific videos of experts that we're working with, so that you can see the best ways to do this, the ways that are gonna fit into your lifestyle, the ways that are gonna allow you to shift and to step into your healthiest you, right? Let's do this together. We got it. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to subscribe, like, and let's see you commenting. I love the conversations in the comments. All right. Join the conversation. I'll talk to you guys soon.